back to the Lee and Hayley Show. Today's a special day for me because Hayley's not here to ruin it. Because we're going to talk about the bourbon life. And there's a guy who actually sort of defines that. His name is Mark Rucker, and he's with me today. Good to see you, buddy.
Great to see you, Lee. Thank you very much.
By the way, I don't know if you're not a bourbon aficionado, it's okay. But this, Pappy, is the equivalent to like the Ferrari. If this was a vehicle, this would be a Lambo, a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm here to share that with you.
See, I am so glad Hayley's not here.
I am too.
Because we'd have to share that with her.
I probably wouldn't have even gotten it out.
I would. Why would you? But bourbon is the centerpiece. What creates the gravitational pull of conversation.
It does.
It's to be shared. People want to hoard it up, but really, what are you doing that for?
I agree, Lee, and that's a big sticking point for me is, as the Bourbon Life at the podcast and the Instagram, to me, it's all about sharing bourbon and sharing the stories. And there's nothing better than to sit around with friends, new friends, old friends, and share a pour, share a great bourbon, and share a great conversation.
All right. Well, we're going to have some conversation. Let's go ahead and pour. Now, how does a gentleman properly drink bourbon?
Yeah.
It's neat. First of all, it's neat. No ice. We don't want to dilute Pappy ever.
No. So what I usually suggest people do, since it's, assuming this is your first drink of the day, what you want to do, you want to be careful.
You are so wrong.
So you want to be careful. What I usually suggest is people put their nose just a little bit above the glass, leave your mouth open a little bit, and not quite that much.
Oh.
But just kind of inhale through your nose. And what that'll do is it'll pull that flavor up, and any alcohol that comes in, it can escape out of your mouth. So you're not trapping the alcohol in your nose.
Anybody got a cigarette lighter? Let's see what happens.
So yeah, you just
Get ready for this effect, boys.
there you go. And then the second time you go down, put your nose a little bit further into the glass. You don't want to be all the way down in there, but leave your mouth open still just a little bit.
Mark learned this from his basset hound.
Exactly right. But yeah, if you want to just take your first sip.
All right.
Just work it around a little bit and then swallow. We call that the Kentucky Chew. So basically,
Kentucky Chew.
yeah, you're chewing.
I may have a drinking problem because there was no burn for me.
Well, that's good. See, and this is 107 proof, but that's what 15 years in a barrel will do that.
No, it's getting warm now.
It is.
Going down. I'm getting warm.
That's the Kentucky Hug.
Oh, it's a Kentucky Hug.
That's what we call the Kentucky Hug. It's just a little love from Kentucky. So wherever you are drinking this and you feel that burn,
You don't want to ever know about the Kentucky Plug. I'll tell you that.
no, we won't.
That was the worst night of my life.
So second drink, do the same thing. Take a little sip. You don't have to swirl it as much. But that one should be, I hate to use the word smooth, but that one should be easier.
All right, let's do this, Mark. Let's have where we're going to sip and we're going to have a conversation. But I want you to say something poignant, right?
Okay.
Like a gentleman would, who lives the bourbon life.
Okay. Lee, where's Hayley today?
In the truck until she learns how to behave.
Who did actually let the dogs out?
I'm going to give you a descriptor of what I'm doing as a bourbon aficionado. First of all, there's hints of ethanol. It's fantastic. Not since 3 Mile Island have I experienced something this bold. It jumps right out at you. Now, let me take a sip.
Lee.
Yeah, that's going to be good. Now, here's what I've experienced so far with this. There's no burn. It's more of a scorched earth when I put that much alcohol in my mouth. I'm realizing that may have been a mistake.
That was a mistake. Yeah.
Because I feel nothing now.
I'm glad you're still with me.
Emotionally, I don't feel anything. Physically, I'm numb. And that's what I've been looking for. This is fantastic. All right, Mark, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, more Lee and Hayley coming up in a moment.